Hi, everybody. This is Paul Hitchcock, founder and president of Giant Jacks Media. We help others to grow and nurture their businesses. Really excited to have Marilyn Carroll on the show today. Welcome.
I am so excited, Paul. I've been following you and seeing all the awesome work you're doing with the interviews. And oh my gosh, I love the last one, especially the Chat GTP interview that you did on the questions you were asking. Awesome job.
Oh, you're very nice. And folks, I did not pay her to say this for me. You just said it on your own. So thank you. I owe you. No, this is great. And Marilyn is a Vistage Chair in Texas. And we were talking offline. I want people to get to know you because you're, in the brief time we started to get to know each other. I love what you're doing, love the personality. But tell me, how did you transition into Vistage? Because you were telling me you're from, corporate banking, investment background. How did you? Why Vistage? Why did you get in there?
Oh my gosh, the model was just so awesome as far as the resources it had available for individuals that are already running their own business and wanted to join in, partner with them on, and they would provide this background, this sort of the operational aspects of the business with the speakers and social media representatives, things of that nature. So things I would have to pay for separately, I have the opportunity to join in with Vistage. I had the opportunity to join in with Vistage rather, and get all of that at the level that I would from a corporate perspective.
Right.
And to pay for something like that from a corporate perspective, sometimes that could run over an individual's budget.
Oh, yeah.
Their sole practice by themselves or with one or two. I have 5 team members, but still at that, we're a small group. We try to stay within our budgets and still do the things that we have to do from an ROI perspective. Yeah.
Because so what you're really referring to, and I've been integrated with Vistage for many years, is the infrastructure at Vistage for you to come in immediately attached to that and bringing CEOs. The infrastructure is insane. It's great.
Yes, and for my clients, they get that infrastructure that they probably ordinarily wouldn't get. And then in addition to that, I love the whole thing about the peer advisory group.
Right.
And so you're among other CEOs, and the group I bring in is able to talk and discuss relevant things that are happening within their business from a, everything that we talk about here stays here type thing.
Yeah.
Very private. No one is allowed to speak outside of that group to anybody else about what goes on in the group. And if you think about it, and you have 12 to 20 people that are from various industries, no one is in the group is from the same industry.
Yeah, so it's non-competitive.
Brain power.
Yeah, brain power.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, Marilyn. What sort of a group are you focused on? Who do you want in your group, and what are you building? What's your your whole laser focus on that? Yeah.
My focus is growth, along with a growth mindset, along with adaptability. I'm looking for CEOs that understand we're in this fluid environment. There's things we need to do to readjust, adapt, make these changes in order to continue growing our organization, whatever their goal is, if it's 1x, 2x, 3x, so on and so forth. That's what I'm there for. So I wanted to use my background in leadership, my specialty in leadership, and my background in strategy and execution, and changing organizational structures to make them more profitable, whatever the group may be. And that's where my sweet spots have been. And those are the things I wanted to use with the group that I'm working with to help that group through their growth process.
Yeah. And with you, as you see yourself as a chair, Marilyn, what are the strengths that you're bringing to the table, which would help with the one-on-ones? Because you have the group meetings and the one-on-ones. What is it? Is it being able to listen empathically? Is it fostering, the right focus on issues for the CEOs? I mean, where do you see yourself going as a leader as a Vistage chair?
That is great. Yes, I love that question. I see myself as the listener, and then really helping that CEO in our one-on-ones focus on that thing that they're saying, that they have decided that's where their need is after we've discussed it, talked about it, and really through some driving questions that we've been trained. I was trained before this, even now through Vistage and the way Vistage kind of goes about doing it. I think that it is going to help those CEOs that I'm sitting at the table with to really take their challenge at that opportunity, at that moment, rather, and change it into an opportunity of growth.
Yeah, yeah, and I hear from so many chairs that that all issues are on the table, that there is a vulnerability. These CEOs who can't really talk to anybody else at the company because the management team, there are issues that aren't appropriate for the management team or so forth. They can bring them to you, can bring them to Vistage, can bring them to the peers sitting at the table with them, and it's just astounding what goes on. Fair way to describe that?
That's an excellent way of describing it, Paul. It's just what you get is exactly, you're right on point. What the CEOs receive when they come back, they're able to really visualize this and act upon what that decision that they made and how to implement that decision.
Yeah, and your background, I mean, tell me a bit more about you leading up to Vistage. You were in leadership positions and you were doing corporate banking, investment. What was the focus there for you?
The focus there was to take an organization or the group that I was pulled into, and if they were having a huge loss or challenges with audits and things of that nature, to take those and turn them around. And in addition to that, my volunteer work at those organizations were centered around diversity. So do I have enough women blended in my group? Do I have enough a balance of various generations, of various talents? What do I have that what am I lacking that would help make this better? And to help them to focus on getting that in a way that doesn't upset the organizational structure, but brings in, from a cultural standpoint, people that would buy into that culture and help to change it, not change the culture, but help to make that progress for the organization.
Love it. And you and I, again, we're talking about offline about you're still teaching, right? You said you love to teach.
Yeah, I love teaching.
Yeah.
I teach leadership, and I love it. I love working with my students, and that helps me to stay relevant. What's happening. So for me, I get the best of both worlds. I get the executives who want to say, hey, this is what I'm thinking about. And I get the students that are out there, master level students, who are saying, I want to go to that next level. I want to be in business. I want to grow. I want to become that leader that the organization needs for me to become. And so I get to work with them on those leadership perspectives, as well as working with them to gain that knowledge around managing their processes, their company, the groups that report directly to them from a process improvement perspective.
I love it. I mean, I just think, I know you're going to agree, but just being on a college campus is, or interacting with, college graduates, that are going the next level, so stimulating, because there's just so much energy going on. They're in the next phase. They're all excited. They're all geeked up about doing stuff. And it keeps you on the front lines of, what's happening and the opportunities they're looking at. I get just so much energy from that myself. Yeah, I love it.
I love it, Paul. And I tell you, when I went from corporate to coaching and teaching, my kids said, Mom, you look so much happier. What's going on?
I know. I almost compared it because I got teenagers all over the place, 4 kids. But, when you're in tune with those teenagers, you're in tune with what's going on TikTok and the latest trends and all that stuff. There's a parallel there.
that is really the other thing that keeps it, because I stay in the know of what's happening now, but I am so fortunate and blessed to be able to take what's happening now, blend it in the right way with wisdom
Yeah,
and
yeah.
experience, and help my clients as well as help my students as well, come back and bring that. I have the best of both worlds.
I love it. How old are your kids? I got to ask.
Uh, you're going to be shocked. My son is 39 and my daughter is 31.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Excellent. Well, Marilyn, this is great. I mean, I could talk to you forever. I love it and would love to keep in touch with you on your progress. I got to tell everybody that's listening here, wherever you're watching it, because we live stream this on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all the places we go. Get connected to Marilyn. Her contact information is going to be up here or down here or on, somewhere around this video, and just connect with her. Good person to know. Big network. I saw you have a really robust network on LinkedIn. So yeah, Marilyn, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Paul. I really enjoyed this. And yes, this has been wonderful. And I'll keep following you as well, because Paul has it going on.
I try, Marilyn, I try. What can I do? I just try my best. Thank you for saying that. All right. I'll see you next time.
Okay, take care.